And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. We're doing a live stream, ladies and gentlemen, as there is some big transfer news this afternoon or this evening, as Rangers are now in advanced talks to sign Jose Cordoba from CFZ Levski or Levski Sofia. Sorry for any pronunciation on that one guys, but look, Rangers do look like they are getting their business done early. We're not even in the transfer window, and already over the last couple of days we've heard loads of different things with regards to potential targets that could be joining the football club. Look, yesterday we spoke about, of course, Oscar Cortez being a target for this football club. Again, he's currently out on loan at Rangers, but due to him putting in a decent performances at the start of his loan spell, obviously was injured, Rangers do want to actually sanction a deal for him and have been in constant negotiations with Lens over trying to get that one over the line. Now we have got better understanding that it does seem as though it's going to be more of a permanent transfer rather than another loan spell. Despite his injury, Rangers are going to be paying the money for Oscar Cortez, which is very, very good to see. Again, he's still very, very young. I don't necessarily think Oscar Cortez is a player that's troubled by injuries at this moment in time. We just have a bad luck with injuries, especially over the last few years. But Oscar Cortez is certainly a player that I have, campaigned for, and I do believe that Rangers should be going on to try and sign. But away from that, guys, over the last sort of 12 hours, we've heard stuff with regards to Jose Cordoba. Look, many of you may have not known who the player was. Neither did I. I've got to be perfectly honest with you. Until a Panamanian news agent or news source came out and stated that he was a potential target for Rangers and that he was being linked to the football club. Jose Cordoba, of course, is a centre-back. He's 22 years old. And whilst we do understand sometimes when you're doing this sort of transfer stuff, you can look at the sources that are reporting stories. And in Panama, where he's from, of course, you can kind of see some truth in it, do a bit of research, and understand if the source is legitimate or not. Under further digging, of course, we've seen that Rangers scout was actually following Cordoba on Instagram, and now reports over the last hour from inside sources within Rangers space have stated this evening that Rangers are now in advanced talks to try and land the 22-year-old centre-back, guys. This is not speculation anymore. This isn't a player potentially being linked to the club. This, of course, is that the club are now in advanced talks to try and land the defender on a transfer. As stated, he currently plays in the Bulgarian First Division. As stated, he's 22 years old. By the transfer window comes around, and by the time he does join Rangers, he'll be 23. He's from Panama City, obviously in Panama, and of course has already played 50 games for Levski Sofia. He was on loan there 2 years ago, obviously joining from Independent and Itar. So he's been in Bulgaria for a little while, though, of course, starting his career out at Independent. Has 10 current appearances for his national team, and again, I really like the look of this signing. Look, I like the way that Niels Koopman is going down this radar of players that we've never heard of. As stated, I never heard of this player literally 12 hours ago. I'd never heard of this guy's name until he obviously emerged on these Panamanian news outlets stating that Rangers were linked and Rangers wanted to try and sign him. But I do love us going down this route. I've been saying it for so many times, and I've been saying it on every single video, that I love Rangers, that the way they're going down this route of trying to find this unearthed talent and try and find the next thing that have a high ceiling and can win us trophies, be quality for the here and now, but also earn us a big sell-on fee in the future. And you can already see it there with Niels Koopman's signings with Diamande, Oscar Cortez, and now, of course, Cordoba is the next man that is being linked. As stated, 22 years old, a centre-back, very experienced. I suppose you can say what you like about the Bulgarian First Division, whatever you want to say about it. Again, I'm not going to lie, I don't know too much about the Bulgarian football, nor do I know too much about the standard. But one thing is for certain is that I do like this model, and so far, Niels Koeppen has a bit of merit in the bank with me. I've been happy with Diomande. Some people would say, look, he's not been that great, but I do think he has a ceiling, he has potential, he has a role to fill in, and I think Oscar Cortez, certainly from his start, was a very, very good signing as well. So I like us going down this route instead of going down the route of the out of contract 27, 28-year-old championship players. So again, I'm happy that Rangers are going down this route. And for those of you just joining in, it is advanced talks. Rangers are close to signing this player. So very, very interesting for that one. Again, I don't know a price at this moment in time. Sorry, I don't know a price. I don't know too much about it. But as stated, Rangers are in advanced talks to land the player. No more speculation, no paper talk, no links. It's official. Rangers are in advanced talks to land the player. So it could be one of the first deals that we do this summer transfer window. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the players that we're currently being linked to in this as we lead up to the summer transfer window. Is he a player that you like the look of? Have you done a bit of research into him? Is he a player that you like the feel of? Do you know much about him? Again, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I know a lot about him. Again, I haven't studied him yet. I'm probably going to do that over the next couple of days. But I just like this profile of player that we're currently going for at this moment in time, and that's what makes me more happy about things in the lead up to this summer transfer window. Having people in the right places that are making these nice, shrewd signings, and we're not going down the route of, as stated, 27, 28, 29-year-old championship out-of-contract players, because that we've been down that merry-go-round. It doesn't work, first and foremost. They usually come, they flop, they're honking, and then you can't get rid of them because they're on lucrative terms. They don't have a ceiling. They are supposed to be here for the here and now. They don't win anything. They're just sitting on our bench for a long time. You're looking at the likes of Ben Davies, Corda at this moment in time, those kind of profile of players. And yeah, you kind of just left with them and paying these massive, massive wages, where I'd rather get these young players, 22, 23, that have had experience at lower levels. They come in with a high ceiling, come into Rangers, win trophies, do well for the here and now, play for the badge, hungry, want to grow, and then of course we can sell and get a big amount of profit, and that's looking what Koeppen looks like he wants to do. But William says Cordoba says was on the radar before Koeppen or Clement even came in, just the same as Cortez was. Sign Cortez back on another season-long loan to see what he's like and possibly get him in January. Cordoba was mentioned by Gio, was the manager as well. Okay, I didn't know that, but you know, look, we have got a director of football in place. So yes, we may have the same scouts in place, whatever. I'm not too clued up with it. All I know is that since Niels Koeppen has coming through the door, we're starting to go down the avenue of younger players. You can say what you like about Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, Michael Beale and previous managers before, but their recruitment didn't seem that we were going down that path of unearthing gems. We look like we're going down the path of getting these out-of-contract championship players, which, again, you can see from their transfer strategy. So, yes, he may have been known, he may have been on Rangers' radar, but we never made moves to these kind of players in previous seasons. So I take of that what I will. But guys, for those of you just tuning in this evening, it is official. Rangers are in advanced talks to try and land Jose Cordoba from Bulgarian side. Again, let me try and get their actual pronunciation of their name up again. I don't want to butcher it. Levski Sofia out in the Bulgarian First Division. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Do let me know your thoughts on that one down there in the comment section below. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stated, let me know your thoughts on the overall feeling of the players that we're currently being linked to in the lead up to the summer transfer window. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily